Yo, a Harris campaign office damaged by gunfire in Arizona. Police are investigating whether what appears to be gunfire damage overnight at a Democratic Party coordinated campaign office for Vice President Kamala Harris. The incident occurred just a few days before Harris is scheduled to visit Arizona as she campaigns for president. We can
Mm.
confirm that on 9/23/24, what appears to be damage from gunfire at a DNC campaign office was discovered. Tempe Police said in a statement to NBC News on Tuesday. Tempe Police said the officer responds Monday after calls from workers that they observed what appeared to be gunshots through the front windows of the office, which is shared by staff members from the Arizona Democratic Party. The Harris campaign and Senate House campaign to boost turn or the Harris campaign and Senate and House campaigns to boost turnouts for the party in November. So I don't know if you remember back in Arizona, what was the lady's name? She was shot.
Gabby Giffords or something
Gabby
like that.
Gifford was shot.
Her
By
husband
a
is
man.
is the senator right now, Kelly. Whatever is, I think it's Kelly or something like the last name's Kelly or something like that.
Yeah.
He's actually the senator from Arizona right now. One of the senators from Arizona.
Yeah. And so I mean it's just political violence right now. I mean, there's probably somebody driving by, but still that's kind of major.
Just be it. I mean, and at the same time, it was closed. At least it was closed. I'm not gonna. This isn't me making an excuse for it. I told you when I was just out here, they had the freeway shut down in Arizona, where they had across every lane, and behind them were just Trump trucks with the flags out. You know what I mean? With the gun racks in the back, driving 30 miles an hour down the freeway, holding up traffic. Some of them had it to a dead stop. Policemen just sitting there, not doing nothing about it. They were on the off ramps with their flags, waving their flags, on bikes, everything else. They had it, man. They're tripping. I mean, in reality, honestly, I hope people look at this and say, you know what? I don't want to vote for this shit. Who wants to have to deal with this type of shit? No one does. You know, these people are cultists. In my book, Trumpers are cultists. That's just what it is. No one, I've never seen anyone act the way they act about. I mean, we were proud of Obama because that's pride's different. You know what I mean? Like these people there's really not a lot of reason to be proud of Donald Trump. He's really done nothing. But
well, the whole thing is like, think about it. You get to go back to 1940 style where you can beat your woman, you can rape your woman, you can hang black people from trees openly and have picnics. You can kill Mexicans. They want to go back to when they ruled.
Do you think that Donald Trump really? Do you think that he really?
Yes.
I don't know if he's like that far back. I'm not going to get you. I'm not going to get you.
They just had Michael Cohen just did an interview where he was like, "Yo, Donald Trump gets elected, I got to leave the country." He's like, "I got to get a new name and a new passport." He's like, "Because he said he's coming after me." He's going to get his revenge.
He's going to do that. No, he's going to do that.
And shout out to Tariq Nasheed, but Tariq Nasheed, he wanted to comment on somebody's stuff talking about, oh man, they're going to come after all black people. He's like, nah, they're just going to get the immigrants. I'm like, nah, bro, they're going to come for everybody.
Who Tariq Nasheed said they're just going to get the immigrants?
He said they're just going to get the immigrants. They ain't going to mess with us. I'm like, what do you think, bro? Like we've been target number one since day one.
I mean, all the whole immigrant thing does is open the door to anyone, because we look like Haitians too. Yeah. We look like people from Africa too. You think that they care about that? You got to remember something. We look like people from Latin America. A lot of Latin American people look like us. Period. We might think that, oh, these are Mexico. This looks like you just don't have enough. You haven't traveled enough. You haven't seen enough. And I'm not saying I've seen everything myself, but I'm telling you, they look like us. All they're doing is opening the door.
You're going to give them full immunity also, right? So all they have to do is be like, hey, we thought a Haitian was in there. They said no, they wouldn't let us in. So we had to open fire. We had to go in there, open fire on the house. Oh no, you got full immunity. It's going to be blood everywhere. Everywhere.
I mean, and you're creating a Gestapo style police force to go after immigrants, man. You know what I mean? Like if you look at in Florida, I had another thing, but we won't switch, but we'll talk about it another day. But in Florida, they're having a problem with their workforce right now. So they're like raising the hours that the teenagers can work, because they're trying to like going from, I think it's like teenagers can now work like over basically like overtime. Now, teenagers, man, I ain't talking about 18, 19, 20. I'm talking about kids in school.
Bro, they lowered it down to 13, and I think it was like Ohio or Dakota, one of those two. They lowered the age down. We're like kids can go to work now.
I mean that tells you a lot about people talking about, hey, we don't have enough jobs for ourselves. Yeah, we do. The point of it is you guys don't want those jobs. There's certain jobs that people don't want, and so we better stop. But
I ain't picking fruit. I ain't picking tomatoes. Only time I'm picking that up is at the grocery store.
Hey,